So this is a little side project that I'm working on. I wanted something just really simple that would go by pretty quick. It is the cuff shawl. I've actually made this pattern once already in a different yarn when I first learned how to crochet and was ready to make my first thing that wasn't a lap blanket or a pot holder or something like that. I made this. It's very simple. It's double crochet, a little bit single crochet, and very minimal shaping. If you can do just a double crochet, just a single and double crochet little lap blanket, this is your next step up. And it works up really quick. It fits anybody. It's not something you have to worry about sizing with. So this is the main pattern. Imagine an open front poncho with cuffs and a button. And then you have an option to make it with a hood. And then other patterns in the leaflet, there's this little thing right here, which is kind of like a shoulder shawl, a smaller shawl with ruffles, and it has buttonholes and buttons that you can convert it into a little bolero jacket, which is kind of neat. I've never made that though. And then there's also instructions on how to make more of a cardigan with the collar and the buttons and the ribbed waistline. This would be like a bat wing, like an unstructured bat wing cardigan. And then there's the shawl again. But I'm just making the shawl. And this pattern's been around for ages. When I first made it, it was, gosh, years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer, maybe closer to 8 or 9, 10 years ago. I got the pattern originally at Joann's or Michael's. I saw it at Hobby Lobby not too long ago, and it's also on Ravelry. If you just look up, if you want to make this, just look up cuffed shawl. It's super, super simple. And when I made it before, I didn't put the ribbing on it. I just made a little band, and I think that's what I'm going to do now. So the yarn is Loops and Threads from Michael's Country Loom. And the colorway is Landscape. And I don't know how well the color is showing on my camera, but it's like a really pretty denim blue with a lighter brown and a darker brown and a little bit of gray, all held together on a main thread. So it's kind of like a boucle, I guess. It's not the softest yarn. It's 100% acrylic. It's not the softest, but it's soft enough, and it's really got a good bit of thickness to it, so it's very warm. I originally used this yarn, some of it, to make a knitted cardigan, but I didn't like the way it was coming out, so I unrolled it and put my yarn away until I came up with something else. I was going to just make a lap blanket, but then I decided I'd rather have this because I like that, you know, it's more like a jacket, and it doesn't really come off the shoulders. It stays on the body. You don't have to worry about it slipping around. You can get up and move around with it on. You can wear it out. It's, you know, a little bit more structured than a poncho or a shawl. And the hook, it's a big hook. It is M13 9mm hook. And you really don't need anything else to do it. I mean, you need some markers, but I mean, you can use scrap yarn or a bobby pin or a safety pin. You need some markers, you need your hook, you need your yarn, you need scissors. Other than that, it's ridiculously simple. So like I said, if you're looking for a first wearable project, something that you can actually wear that's not just a shawl and not just a scarf and not just a hat, this is a good pattern. So, hoping to get this finished in the not too distant future, definitely before it gets cold. Since I'm not doing the hood, I'm making a big cowl to go with it. Maybe one of those cowls that's deep enough that you could lift up over your head if you wanted to. But I don't really wear things with hoods. I have longer hair, and it's unless my hair's up, it's kind of a pain in the butt to wear a hood. And I've decided I like cowls or circular scarves because they're a little bit easier to wear. You don't fall off. They're on you, you know. I'm getting to the point where I want to wear things that are secured to my body, like a shawl. Unless it's pinned on, I'm going to be dropping and dragging. A scarf is going to be trailing around, but if it's a little cowl or a circular scarf, okay, well, it's secured to me. And this is, you know, buttoned around the neck and has cuffs, so it's not going anywhere. But yeah, that's the little side project, and it's just a little fun project. I'll show you guys the finished product. It's totally worth it. So catch you guys later.